I normally post videos about my shipping container house build. This one is a little different. If you look at this map, you're going to see the income distribution of the city of Columbus, Ohio. I used to live there, and I noticed that the wealthier suburbs are generally in the north, and the less affluent areas are in the south. Then I moved to the metro Detroit area. I noticed the same general trend. So I thought, is there a pattern there? So I did a little bit of digging in the good old interwebs and I found some interesting information. This website, justicemap.org, has some very good information about income distribution. They have an interactive map that can show you the income distribution by area, by city. So it's interesting. In this map for the Columbus, Ohio metropolitan area, you see that the more affluent areas, which is represented by the blue colors, are generally in the north, and the less affluent areas are the brown areas that are generally in the south. If you look at the map of Detroit, you have the same income distribution. The poorer suburbs or areas are in the south, and the rich areas are in the north. And if you look at the other cities, look at San Antonio. It has the same income distribution. The richer areas are in the north, and the poorer areas are in the south. The city of Chicago has the same income distribution. You have the wealthier area suburbs that are in the north. The city of Atlanta has the same income distribution, and the city of Dallas and the city of Fort Worth have the same distribution of income. The rich suburbs are in the north. And the city of Louisville has the same income distribution. You see the blue colors in the north. And the city of Seattle, you have the brown areas in the south. And the city of New York, the general wealthy areas are in the north, a little bit to the northwest, a little bit to the east. But in general, the less affluent areas are in the south. But there is a big area in the center of it that is Manhattan. That's got a lot of wealth there, so it's not typical. In the city of Boston, you have the brown areas in the south. In the city of Austin, you have the brown areas in the south as well. And in the city of Cincinnati, you have the rich blue areas in the north, a little bit to the northeast. In Kansas City, the blue and rich areas are in the north. And in Los Angeles, you have the rich areas in the north. And in the city of Phoenix, you have the rich areas in the north. And in the city of Baltimore, the brown areas are obviously in the south. In the city of Philadelphia, you have the same general income distribution. In the city of San Diego, you have the more affluent areas in the north, a little bit to the northeast. There are obviously some exceptions. In the city of Memphis, you have the more affluent areas in the south, actually more to the southeast. And the city of Nashville has the blue areas clearly in the south. So I don't know what's going on there, but it clearly throws my theory out of the window. In the coastal cities, you don't see that typical distribution as well because in coastal areas, the income distribution is a little different. Like the city of Cleveland, you have the more affluent areas in the south. And in the city of Jacksonville, the wealth is more on the coast, a little bit to the south. In the city of Miami, the wealth is concentrated on the coast, a little bit to the south. In the city of San Francisco, you don't have that distribution either. There is a lot of wealth there because of the existence of the city and also because of the Silicon Valley there. If you look at the global map, there is a map that's called the Global South and the Global North. And I think this is a very dated map. It is kind of silly because they have included Australia and New Zealand to the global north, even though they're geographically in the south. But because of colonization, those two countries have become pretty rich. And China has become very rich these days, so it actually pretty much belongs to the global north. Well, no matter how you look at it, right? The global north has a predominant collection of wealth versus the global south. So the question is that a general pattern? Is the north richer than the South in cities, globally? And if that is the case, what is driving that? Or am I seeing something that's not really there? So I look forward to the comments, and I bet some people have already done some kind of study on that. But I just want to throw it out there and like kind of look forward to the comments. But I also dread the comments. And this is all for fun. So we'll see where this would take us. Thank you.